Hey everybody, what is going on? It's your boy izlogic, welcoming you back to another episode of Pokemon Shield. Today we're going to be continuing from where I left off against Raihan, as we just beaten his gym, and it's time we exit it to go into Hammerlock, and we're immediately greeted by Sonia and Professor Magnolia, and that means that we've completed the gym challenge. And we're going to go celebrate. Ooh. And they're talking about what happened to Hammerlock earlier in the game, about the Dynamax issue just before we beat this gym. And Sonia's now getting her lab coat. Shock. Horror. Lab coat. Ta-da! And she has now lost her lab coat, and Professor Magnolia is still wearing one, I do believe. Anyway, we need to head to Windon, which means we have to catch a train, I do believe. And on that train, we can catch our 7th Pokemon. Well, after it, which I plan on possibly using. Who knows? Because I do like this Cursor. And yeah, we're gonna just go see. I think that's the best bet, is to just have a look-see. Now, you're probably wondering, how do we get to Windon? Well, if we click here, it says take the train, and where's the best place that we know that has a train station? Not just the wild area, but we might as well go from where we all started our journey. Wedgehurst. In Wedgehurst. So, down here towards the train station, and in we go. And we'll go speak to you. And he's telling us we cleared it, the gym, we should go through here, and here we go. We can go to... Oh, we need to go to Hammerlock City. I don't know where I need to go from here. It says take the train to go to thingy, but it turns out you have to go to this train station in particular. And apparently Hot beat Raihan in no time. And yeah, I think we broke a cutscene there actually. Who knows? But yeah. Let's go into the train station, catch a train to Windon. Now, Windon, before we get there, we have to see this nice little cutscene with our luscious green hair, tapping our feet on our tablets/phones, doing what all good teens do, and it's showing us pictures of Windon, big tower, which is what Dualadin's based on, and the Windon Stadium, which looks pretty sick. Now, we're gonna have this nice little cutscene talking about how he's gonna make our match the best one that anyone's ever seen. Just fair enough. Anyway, you can see the snow. We're here on route numero 10. I lost count. This is route 10. There's not many routes in this game, if you believe it or not. Like, in, I think, Gen 1 there was like 20 odd routes, maybe? But anyway, we're joined here by the new Mr. Mime. The Galarian Mr. Mime. And we're just going to run past it. And I'm going to put my Arcanine up front, which it is. Reason being, we're in an ice area, meaning we're going to run into a lot of ice-type Pokemon, and what's better to kill ice-type Pokemon than a fire-type? Anyway, Dr. Graham starts us off here on this route, and there's going to be a lot of battles, and he sends out a Gardevoir. We just need to use Crunch here. It should be good enough. And yeah, let's roll into the next topic, because, you know, this is how you segue. So, I've been watching a friend of mine play the 5M GTA RP mod recently, and I've been enjoying it considerably. Fantastic game mode. I will probably link him in the description because I'm a nice guy. And yeah, it's a fun thing. He's part of a syndicate currently on his main streaming days. He has got a police officer that he does play on, and I think he's got a couple other characters. I'm not too sure. But we have a running thing in it where I just talk about a thing called British voice. Now, if you can't tell by my own voice, I'm very British. I speak with a good and proper pronunciation and also how I like to say things. And yeah, essentially there's a person who's got a better British voice than me, and I kind of pressed the wrong button there. You kind of see what I've been playing. And we will come up here and battle this hiker. But yeah, I've been interacting in this chat. So if you ever want to talk with me, I'll be there. I've also got my Discord. I have had a few people joining, which I'm grateful for. And yeah, if you want to join me in there, that's where I usually am. I might do some games with fans, who knows. Anyway, let's talk about this game. So we're coming on to the last route of the game, which this is, and there's pretty much any sort of Pokemon on this route. And the good thing about Arcanine is our Arcanine has so much type coverage that it's probably the best lead that we have. And that's good to note going into the Champions Cup, is you need this sort of coverage. Now, the one thing that I have an issue with my Arcanine is that it's quite slow and underleveled. As you see that we're coming up against level 47s, which, yeah, we are slightly higher than, but we do obviously need to level up our team a little bit, just so that it evens out. Anyway, Big Corv comes out here to deal with the Steelix, who's used Dig. I'd rather keep my Arcanine alive, and it's gonna die to Hail, really. I can swagger it just so that it's getting that power trip up for us. Like status changes stat changes boost power trip, which is nice, so we might as well give that a little bit of buff. It knows Crunch, which is fair enough. It's going to lower our defense, I'm not too worried about. And it's going to probably, if this power trip doesn't kill it, it's going to die to Hail. So yeah, that did literally nothing, and it snapped out of confusion. Yikes. We're going to take a decent chunk. I think we might have to drill peck it and hope for a flinch. Yeah, I think we go for the stab move here. Land a drill peck. Down goes Steelix. Nice. Yeah, we don't have really any way to deal with Pokemon that has Dig other than Big Corv. And Big Corv doesn't have a good effective move against Pokemon like Steelix, because Governight is part Steel, so I can't exactly use Steel Wing on anything that's like a Steelix. And yeah, you kind of put into a corner. Anyway, Mudsdale, very, very cool Pokemon this. It's seen quite a bit of use in VGC recently with stamina builds, and although we've just insted this one, it's still quite strong and very useful. And with the addition of Pokemon Home, people's teams are going to be insanely different to what we've been seeing currently. Like, there's been a lot of Togekiss usage at the current meta. We might be seeing less of that. Anyway, come on to here, and we run into a Mr. Mime. I love the Mr. Mime in this game. Like, yeah, it can evolve into Mr. Rhyme, which is pretty cool. It's got a cane. It's a pimp. It's Mr. Pimp Daddy. And yeah, it's also very, very good. It's an ice psychic type. Like, it's pretty cool typing. Like, I believe in this game, they've created so many good typings on Pokemon. Like, I love the typing of Appleton and Flapple. Like, that's so cool as Pokemon. And if we come up this route, we're gonna run into an Ice Queue. Past this Cubchoo, which I like. I love Cubchoos. It's one of my favourites. I've said before, my favourites are Ralts' and Ralts, Gallade, Gardevoir. I'm not too fussed on Kirlia, but they're my faves. Like, if you were to get me a Pokemon plush, just get me one of them, really. That's what makes me happy. Anyway, we're on this route. We're just gonna run into all the Pokemon on here, and I'm hopefully, this is a big hopefully, I'm gonna end this episode once we hit Winden, because there's a lot of story in Winden, and I'd rather save that for another episode. And here's a dealio. We're gonna probably have about 5 or 6 more episodes, maybe a few more, doing stuff. Like, I know we'll do the Champions Cup, probably will take 2 episodes, because we'll do it in sections. We'll do the Champions Cup in 2 sections. We'll do the lower bracket against all the rivals, and then we'll do the gym leader battles in a separate episode, and then possibly Leon in a third. So it might take 3 episodes to do that. It just is whether or not I feel like it, shall we say. Anyway, we'll come up here. We do need to come past you before we hit the next part of the route, Route 11. And we come up against Cabby Jeffrey. We're either facing a Postman or a Cabby. And he starts with Big Corv. Big Corv versus Big Arcs, and Big Arcs should beat Big Corvs. I don't know why I'm calling them big. Like, they're boys. They're my big boys. And Arcs is... I like how I've just nicknamed Arcanine without even giving it a nickname. Like, Big Arcs. It's gonna get drill pecked here. It survives barely until the hail hits, obviously. So yeah, we're gonna switch in probably Big Guard. Not Big Guard, we'll switch in... Might as well switch in Cursor. Big Curse. One of my favourite new pokes. And the one good thing is, I've got on my main profile, I have got the Jotonian Cursor on it. Now that is pretty cool, having both versions, as one of my dogs is shaking because it's wanting to get into bed. Yeah. We're that late in the evening when I'm recording this on my birthday that it's technically not even my birthday anymore. This episode's ticked over into the 14th of February, so happy Valentine's Day. Even though this is going up on the day after Valentine's. Oh well, who cares. Anyway, Big Curse here. We have got Shadow Ball, Psychic. Shadow Ball and Psychic are the main moves here on our Big Cursor. I'm also going to take a quick look here on my browser at the moveset, as Cursor absolutely decimates that Flygon. I'm just checking Cursor's moveset, and it doesn't learn a fairy move, which is sad. We actually have almost got all of its moveset. We just need one move to pop soon, which is, I can confirm, not being taught to our Big Curse. Oh, fuck. Okay, so, I'm having a look at TMs here. Yeah, there is no fairy move that Big Cursor can learn. I do, however, need to find a move for it to learn, so that it can actually do what good. And I'm thinking maybe Will-O-Wisp, so that we at least have a status Pokemon that can obviously do well against, say, Raihan. Stomping Tantrum. It can learn Stomping Tantrum. I did not know that. That is Icicle Spear as well. Ooh, there's some options here. I'm not too fussed about Icicle Spear. Like, that is a good move that we can teach it. Why did I switch in Appleton? Please don't kill yourself. It didn't kill itself. Good. Okay, so yeah, I've just had a quick look. I'd say Icicle Crash instead of Ancient Power would be a good option. Oh, we got spotted as we come up here. Yeah, we need to sort that out. Alright, so we are back and I'm stood up now. I had a quick issue to deal with, so I stopped recording for a few minutes, but who cares? Anyway, we come up against this hiker who sends out a Gigalith. Now, obviously, me being me, I start out with Inteleon, because Inteleon's next in the party after Arcanine. And we're just gonna load up the sniper and fire a shot. Close your eyes, count to 10, you're going down. About as quick as I said that phrase. I'd actually like to frame by frame that. Who cares? Anyway, Inteleon, level 51, nice level there. We're getting up to that nice little 60 mark where I want to be before the end of the game. Maybe if that, not a bit higher actually, I'd say. Around about 70 is where I want to be before the game ends. Because I know what happens afterwards. And afterwards, we've got a whole new adventure, shall we say. Because let's just say, once this story mode's done, I might not be done with this game. I might be playing some other things, shall we say. Drillpeck or Brave Bird. I think Drillpeck is slightly better because I'd rather have something that flinches. But, you know. Let's go through the rest of the route. Because this is the final climb before we're done here. And the final climb is insane. And I did say I wanted to catch an ICQ earlier. I will do that probably off screen. Because that would make sense to you. And I think this episode we're almost done with, I should say. Because we're going to get into Winden. And I know there's a lot of story in Winden that we're yet to see. And I think it'd be best for us to tackle that in another episode. So, I'll probably progress it to a certain point. To just before the Challenger Cup in this episode. So if you don't really care about that, then you know, you're missing out on a lot of story because there is a bit of plot that we've got to cover. And I'll obviously shorthand it with my voice because I know what's going to happen. And we come up against, ooh, a Phalink. I love this Pokemon. Probably one of the best this gen. Oh, if I were to choose my favourite Pokemon from this gen, I don't know what it'd be. I mean, I do like Phalanx. I prefer... What is my favourite one? I like Cormorant. That's a good Pokemon that I like. There's another one I like, I forget what it is. Grappalot I like a lot as well, actually. And I use it on my main profile. What is it? I have actually forgotten the name of the Pokemon that I like so much. That's kind of worrying. Ice Cube I like. See, there's the Pokemon vote that was recently, where for World Pokemon Day, there was a vote going out where you could vote on your favourite Pokemon from each gen. I forgot what I voted for this gen. I'll have to have a look-see in a minute or two. But yeah. This is fairly interesting, shall we say, as we beat up the Grapplot. Now, the good thing for you guys is I'm recording this all on my birthday, meaning I'm going to have another recording session. What? Next Thursday, Wednesday? Where I'm probably going to just finish the game out. And I might stop TFT time for a week so that we can get this game over and done with, because I feel like putting the entire after game story out in 1 week is a bit more sane, and just have on the Thursday, like, split it all up. Monday being a Pokemon, Tuesday is an analysis video, Wednesday is Pokemon, Thursday is predictions, Friday is Pokemon, and Saturday is Pokemon, and Sunday is an analysis. I feel that would be a good setup to do the rest of this story, because I want to tackle the entire after game in one sitting, and I think we're actually losing this battle. Actually, why don't I meant to click recover? Oh well. Let's see how much damage we do this turn. Okay, Kling-Klang's down. That's full XP to 4 of our members, or 5. 5. Only Big Arcs isn't getting any. But Appleton and Inteleon leveled up. Thunder. Oh, yikes, you got lucky hitting that. Oh yeah, I like Dracopult. That's the one I love so much. I completely forgot its name. I was thinking all that time, Leisure, for it. Because that was the first shiny I hunted for in this game. Like, if you remember my Pokemon Let's Go Eevee streams, I used to shiny hunt quite a lot, and I can tell you this for certain, I brought over a few of my shinies from Let's Go Eevee onto this game. I brought over my Ponyta, I brought over my Eevee, brought over Rapidash, I brought over a Caterpie, and a Metapod, and a couple of Magikarps, just for the lols. Anyway, this is a yikes turn. We'll just kill off Helios this turn, and Fell Stinger, yikes. Down goes Appleton. The good thing was it didn't take out my double a target hitting move, I should say. And there we go. Down goes Hepatar, Helios. Same difference, they're the same Pokemon. Ooh, I think we send out here, because that's Steel. I would say we just send out Cursor. No, we don't. Well, I mean, we have no other option. I guess we send in Cursor. Cursor to sweep this last guy, because Cursor's Cursor and is overleveled for us at the moment. Dazzling Gleam is a good move against Noivern. We can Shadow Ball Tojimaru. That probably would make sense. Yikes, that's gonna hurt. That did hurt. Good thing is we took Iron Barbs from that Tojimaru. Zing Zap. Ooh. Good thing we have Iron Barb. All I'm gonna say. And we need to get lucky here, really. Shadow Ball should kill. It's coming from a very high SP attack damage user. So yeah, that was expected. Cursor also levels up, that's even better. Noivern also takes hail damage, and we're in a 2v1 here. The Reporter has a last Pokemon. In that Noivern, we have our last 2 Pokemon. And I'm hoping he takes the bait here. I'm hoping he goes for our big, juicy, very weak Corviknight, and we can... I mean, we could strength step and get all our HP back. He has taken a bait. I'm surprised he's gone for Hurricane there, actually, because that is a low accuracy move. Now we're going to Psychic here, and that does a lot of damage. Okay, you're in Execute range, and we're going to probably be in Execute range. I'm going to go for the predictive Strength Sap, in case this does do a lot. It does. So Strength Sap should take us back up to full health here. He says. Well, it took us up to where we were, actually. And yeah, down goes Noivern to the Hail. That was a good play. We maintained health. And Cursler stays alive. So yeah, we beat the interviewer and the cameraman. And yeah, we're gonna progress here. Up the last remaining part of this route. Over the mountain. Over the hill. Riding our bicycle. As the snow fades away, we enter Winden. Now, this is an interesting part of the game. I can go heal my team, go catch an ice cube for you guys, and that's probably where we'll end the episode. Unless we get a lot of storyline here. Then it won't be catching ice cube, it will be doing the story bit until I can take a break. And it would make sense to take a break too. But yeah, welcome to Winden, which is essentially London in the game, because you've got the Big Ben there, the London Eye, and then O2? I guess that would be the best description of that. O2 Arena. Central Plaza in London. You've also got your streets, but yeah, this is based on London. This city. It's fairly obvious. And yeah, it's a very nice place. We'll go heal up our Pokemon here. And yeah, I think we will go catch ourselves an Ice Cube. So that is how we'll end this episode. We'll also grind a little bit. And it gives me a chance to talk to you guys about things, really. Like, I've been chill at the moment, really. I said earlier that I've been enjoying recording TFT time because I was burnt out. I'm pretty glad that I've been playing it. It's been fun recently. I've been getting higher and higher in my rankings, closing back in on Platinum, which is where I aim to finish the season. If not slightly higher than Platinum, maybe in Diamond. Like low Diamond, like Diamond 4. But I want to finish... Oh, as we run to a bed. Now I want to finish well. I want to do good this season for you guys. And last season I finished quite low. I had a poor end to it, shall we say, that I slumped into silver. And then I had to do a lot of off-screen work to get back up there. Also, this is a very high level Beartic. It's level 55. But you know, I feel that how I've been working and my understanding of the game has gone up so much that it's kind of fun seeing my... I meant to click... Oh, we got quite lucky here that he went for a Oko move when he could have probably killed me with superpower, really. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Now, we're just gonna go into this grass here. Ice cubes will appear. I do believe they have an overground model. And they're not appearing. Just missed mimes. Oh well, we'll just run into you. That's a Snom. Snom is gonna be killed. Snom is Snom. Snom does Snom things. Snom is pretty bad. Like, I think... I tell a lie. I was gonna say there is no Caterpie in this game, but then I realised there's Bitblug that evolves into... I forgot its name. That's a Dualodon. Did not realise you spawned up here, buddy. But yeah, there's quite a few Oh, come on. I didn't want to find a Beartic. But there's quite a few, I guess you'd say, rare Pokemon. But Bitplug, catch it in first area. Evolves into evolves into that stupid Eldergloss. That's what it is. I finally remembered. Also, yikes, I would send in a flying type against an ice type. I hope we're quicker. I would hope that a flying type would be quicker than an ice type. Good thing it is. So yeah, down goes Beartic. And this is us grinding XP quite quickly, as well as trying to find a nice Q. I mean, with that Dualodon there, and I ran into a Mr. Mime. Yikes. I don't know how much damage Corviknight does, but he won't be in this battle, that's for sure. We can actually Sucker Punch if need be, but I'll U-turn. Should do just under enough. I wish I could send him back in. We'll send in Cursor. Cursor's no threat to this thing. It should die. He went for Miracle anyway. It'll probably Miracle again. No, it went for 3 try. Didn't do too much damage. Yes, Shadow Ball should kill it. In fact, do you know what? I'm gonna say here, I'm gonna cut back to when I find Ice Q, and then I'll probably end the episode off there. Right, see you in a bit. Alright, buckaroos, we finally found ourselves an ICQ. We'll just pop its head. Haha. Just use the nice little, you know, this is gonna hurt us. Appleton actually survived it though, which is good. But yeah. Hit it with that. Lower its special defense, so if we have to bring in something else to deal with it, we can. Gonna try and throw a Dusk Ball because it is nighttime and it works better at night. And it breaks free of the first ball. Amnesia, okay, that's fine for me. I'll deal with that. But yeah, we want to get this Ice Q in our team. More so we have more coverage, shall we say. Like, currently, we have no real way to deal with flying types, bar Gardevoir and Cursor. So, I feel we need also a nice type in this sort of lineup that is also bulky. Like, we have one bulky Pokemon in Appleton, why not get an Ice Cube just for the memes? But yeah, we'll switch into Cursor here, who I can just drain its health if need be, just to stay alive. And we're on to Pokeballs now, it seems. Yikes, we might have to lower its HP down slightly, but the good thing for us is Headbutt isn't effective against a Cursor. Now we'll use an Ultra Ball here. 1 shake, 2 shakes, 3 shakes, caught. So yeah, there's our last team member, the 7th Heaventh, that I can switch into, which would mean a lot more work on my actual editing, but I can use it if I need to. He can just chill. But I just wanted one for the lols. I said I was going to get one. I might as well fulfill it. And that does update our Pokedex. We'll send him to the box for now. But yeah, that is my ideal pickup here. And that's going to be it for this episode. I record 2 episodes in a row. This is the second one. If you enjoyed it, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new here if you want to. And I will see you guys later. Peace out. Now I have to edit everything. LOL.